We'll be late.
I got caught up in traffic.
Your car or mine?
We'll have to take both, Anna.
Both?
I have to go over to Petrochem.
I'll drop you there afterwards.
I have to go now.
You don't mean it.
I'm afraid I do.
Paul, we have to go to Gordon's school. Our son is missing.
For God's sake, Anna, you don't have a monopoly of concern.
Seems I have.
There's a board meeting after work over this Woodward and Lynch business. The office contacted me to clients.
And since when has your job been more important than your son?
How can you say that? When Gordon returns, When Gordon returns, he'll want things just as they were.
Just as they were? Isn't that what he ran away from?
We don't know what he ran away from.
What shall I tell them?
I don't know.
You were too busy to come?
Yeah?
I'll tell you in.
No.
Oh, when's he getting back?
I haven't a clue.
Oh, do you mind if I come in and wait?
Why not? Thinking of getting you a rent book.
Where's he gone?
Delivering a car.
Oh.
Michelle's.
Shows yours, then. Only joking, Gail. Parched. I've not had a drink all day.
Chaps there, get a drink of water.
I was thinking more of a cup of tea, like.
Think again.
I'll only use one tea bag. Michelle not in?
Nope.
You think it's gonna rain?
Look, why do you keep coming here? What's the big attraction?
The conversation. I'll do it myself if you like.
What?
The tea.
Where do you think you are, lad? Butlins? I'm sick of you coming round here on the scrounge. I'm sick of pouring tea down your throat. I'm sick of the sight of you, right?
Right.
How many sugars?
2. Any biscuits?
I turn now to the bribery allegation.
Does anyone believe it?
Oh, don't be silly, Paul.
Does anyone believe it? What's silly, Nigel? My question or the allegation itself?
Both.
In that case, move on.
And simply ignore it.
Well, if you don't ignore it, if you don't treat it with the contempt it deserves, it's succeeded. Is that what you want?
David.
Lies and rumors are contemptible, Paul. We can't ignore the fact that they have succeeded to a certain extent. They've created a climate within the plant, and it would be irresponsible of us to ignore it.
Thank you. Now, even in ideal circumstances, a subcontracting scheme would be difficult to introduce. Our union membership here isn't exactly militant, despite the closed shop, or maybe because of it. However, I suggest this is our muscle flexing time. They'll fight over this, and shall I tell you why? They'll fight this one because they lost the last one. The dismissal of John Crosby.
What are you suggesting? That I somehow turn the clock back and keep the man on the payroll?
If it could be done, yes.
The man was totally incompetent.
He wasn't alone.
So, the cost of getting the scheme through is to maintain an inefficient workforce.
One man. One man we're talking about, Paul. You should have left well alone. Got the scheme through and then sacked the beggar.
Duplicity, you mean?
Management, for God's sake.
Nigel, Paul, look, I don't want to be formal, but the way things are going, it would be better if you made your comments through the chair.
Gladly, David. If you'll guarantee my getting through this brief without further interruption.
These are trying times for you, Paul, I know, but Nigel does have a point.
Forgive me. What do you do overnight?
Watch telly?
You don't go out much?
Not since... No, I don't.
Do you good to get out, you know?
Do my George a lot more good.
I'll take you out, if you like.
Hey.
For a night out.
Right. Out.
All right.
Out. Right now. Get out.
What's wrong?
So that's your little game, is it? Well, you can just sling your hook, lad. Out.
Well, I only offered to tell you out. What's wrong with you?
Nobody takes my George's place round here, especially not the likes of you, you gormless git. Now get out.
I don't want to take George's place. I don't want to come between you and George, Gail. I just want to give you a nice house.
Why?
Because I'm grateful. The way you put up with me. Let me come round here and all that. I'm grateful and
And what? Come on, and what?
I get lonely.
Here.
Tough. Will you?
No.
Why not?
Tongues will be wagging.
If they're wagging about you, they're leaving somebody else alone. How long is it since you've had a night out? How long?
Oh, ages.
Just a night out, Gail. There'd be no need for us to...
No need? There'll be no chance, lad.
Well, that's all right.
What if my George found out?
Do you think he'd mind?
Of course he'd mind.
Well, he loves you, doesn't he?
Of course he loves me.
Well, he wouldn't want you sat here every night. Would he sick over him?
He'd be hurt. If he found out, he'd be hurt.
What about?
About me going out with another fella, what do you think?
Do I measure up to George?
Nobody measures up to George.
Then what has he got to be hurt about?
Where are you thinking of going?
I know Paul's going to make a strong economic case for subcontracting, but I ask you to consider this. For various reasons, and we all know what they are, this year's going to be rough. Quite possibly our worst trading year for some time. It's going to be blacker still if, and this is the optimistic scenario, if we have to make large redundancy payments to a significant number of men. Come April 1986, the shareholders will be asking for heads to roll. and try placating them with talk of short-term sacrifice for long-term gain.
I said no calls. Carry on, Nigel.
Not only is it against the interests of the company to go through with this scheme, it's against their own personal interests as well. And I value my job, thank you very much.
There's a call for you, Paul.
For me?
Yes, I suggest you take it outside. It's personal.
I see. Excuse me.
It's about his son.
Yes? Oh, thank God.
Was it about your son?
Yes. Where were we? Nigel mentioned the bribery business. Well, quite frankly, I'm appalled the bribery allegation was ever raised at this meeting.
Oh, dear.
But I'm glad it has been raised, Nigel, because it places the board under a moral obligation to ensure that such a tactic fails.
This is a business, Paul, not the Salvation Army hostel.
Since when have business and morality been incompatible?
Ask yourself, Paul. You were quite prepared to go digging into Colin Peterson's past.
The difference being that I tried to unearth facts.
And got the facts wrong.
Nigel, what's done is done.
I'm sorry.
Leaving morality aside, I'll put it in business terms. Each of us has, at some time or other, to propose changes. In personnel, work patterns, even wages. What's to stop Colin Peterson throwing mud at you when your turn comes? You, Stephen, pretty soon you're going to have to buy a whole new centrifugal drying system. And you'll lay men off because of it. Are you next on Colin Peterson's list? You, Charles? Frank? Scandal-mongering is a business tactic, a dirty business tactic. And as a board, we must make damn sure not only that it fails, but that it is seen to fail.
Subcontracting?
Yeah,
How do you know?
because a little dicky bird told me. Listen, you've been causing murder in that plant. Sonny Sykes has been running around telling all hands they're going to be out next week. So the lads on the shop floor are going spare, aren't they? Because they've only just booked their holidays, or half of them have.
If they were going to shelve it, it'd still be on the agenda, wouldn't it?
Oh, behave yourself, will you? What's on the agendas for discussion? If it's been shelved, there's nothing to discuss, is there?
Yeah, there is. How to shelve it without losing face.
Look, lad, I happen to know Paul Collins, and I happen to know his son's gone missing. Him and his wife have been running around tearing their hair out, but he's still gone to that meeting. Now, he wouldn't do that, lad, unless there was something really important there.
He's gone to the meeting because he still thinks there's a chance of getting it through, that's all. He must think the rest of the board are as daft as he is. Look, he runs a jumped-up bottling plant, for God's sake. They're not going to risk closing the old plant just to back the likes of him.
Well, maybe they think there's no chance of it closing, eh?
Well, then they are as daft as he is.
Look, lad, Paul Collins has been snooping around and asking questions about the maintenance gang. I've been doing a little bit myself. And I couldn't find more than 3 people in the whole plant that had a good word to say about them. So you've got no chance of getting him to go out over them. Listen, the maintenance gang could be undrawn and quartered and no one would lift a finger.
Does Collins know that?
Well, if he does, he'll tell the board. And they might just decide to have a go. And you know if that happens, eh? Well, we're in dead lumber.
Sorry I'm late, Dom.
Some things are worth waiting for.
Thank you. Thanks.
Oh. How was London?
Ooh, fairly hectic. Could I have a house white, please?
Thank you. Plane from Heathrow. Business must be booming.
Generous expenses.
Tired?
A bit. How are you?
Fine. The stroganoff looks good.
If you think Petrochem will risk an all-out strike for the sake of a jumped-up bottling plant, then you are mad. Those as near as damn it are Colin Peterson's words.
He's right.
He's saying we're spineless, for God's sake.
He's saying we're cautious, Paul. At least some of us are.
May I come back to this point?
Of course.
Nigel makes a great thing about my sacking one man.
The timing, that was all.
He was a clown. I don't think even Nigel would argue that he shouldn't have been sacked.
Of course not. I repeat, it was the timing.
The timing. A man who should never have been allowed inside the plant, and we have to agonize over when and whether to dismiss. And why? Because of trade unionism and the Employment Protection Acts. But with outside contractors, we have no direct employees. We can sack when we need to sack, without trade union action or redundancy payments, simply by not renewing their contracts. That's the benefit of subcontracting, flexibility in manning. And the more Nigel argues the Crosby case, the greater the argument for subcontracting becomes. I didn't expect assistance from such a quarter, Nigel. Thank you. Now I come back to Colin Peterson's words. Would there be an all-out strike? The answer is, there would not be one over this issue.
We don't all share your confidence.
Nigel, there's a group of men in this factory who are on a higher rate of pay than all other hourly paid personnel, who are allowed to play cards when the rest of the plant is in full operation, because then their services aren't required, who own their own tea hut and consequently don't mix with the rest of the men, who stick to their rule book so rigidly they often deprive production workers of their productivity bonus, and so, in short, are despised by the rest of our workforce. No one will lift a finger to help them. Guess who?
Nigel?
The maintenance crew?
I'll never know the reason why. I just can't say.
Shut up!
I just can't. Yeah, my dulcet tones annoying you then, Kate?
Yes.
Look, shall I give you a sneak preview? You know, take it from the top.
No.
Nah, you're right. Mustn't lessen the impact of the big night for you.
It won't. I won't be there.
You won't be there?
That's what I said.
Well, why not?
I just don't want to go.
Well, have you got something else on?
No.
So what are you going to be doing? Just sitting around the house all evening?
Yes.
This means a lot to me, Kate.
Do you mind?
This means a lot to me, Kate.
Will you give me that back, please?
Well, why aren't you going?
Give it back to me.
Look, is it something I've said? Kate, is it something I've said? Well,
Look,
to
it's
her...
nothing, okay?
Kate, I've booked the tickets.
Give one back.
I can't give it back.
And I'll pay you for it.
They're comps.
Then there's no problem then, is there?
Why are you doing this?
Will you give it a rest?
Why are you doing this?
Doing what?
Treating me like a bit of muck.
You get used to it.
Resign?
If the board goes against me, yes. I'm prepared to leave the room.
No. That won't be necessary. Well, if no one else wishes to speak. All those in favor of moving ahead with Paul's scheme? Well, for obvious reasons, we might as well make it unanimous. Nigel?
No.
Oh, come on.
No. I've no intention of threatening to resign. But I have no alternative but to go along with this lemming-like rush, but by God, I want to be able to say I told you so when we go hurtling over the edge.
It won't come to that.
Of course not. Right, item 1 is next. Stevens centrifugal system.
David, I'm not essential to the rest of this meeting. I wonder if I might be excused.
Of course.
I think I should be with Annabelle. Our son is safe and well.
I'm pleased for you, Paul.
Thank you. All in all, the last few hours have brought great relief.
Have you talked to Sandra?
No.
Well, would you sooner tell her why you won't go?
It's got nothing to do with Sandra.
It's got something to do with me.
Look, I just don't want to go, for God's sake.
Kate, this has never happened before, is it? Well, we've always backed each other up. When that porter was giving you a hard time, well, you came to me, didn't you? I nearly got sacked over it.
Look, dragging up favours isn't going to make me want to go. We can all drag things up.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to try and make you go. If you won't go, well, then I can't make you, can I? But I'm not going to stop trying until you tell me why. Well, you owe me that at least.
All right. I think your song's a stupid song, and I think you're going to make a fool of yourself.
And that's stopping you coming, right? You wouldn't want to be associated with a fool. You and Sandra have made fools of yourselves plenty of times. But it's not stopped me telling people that I'm your friend, is it? Well, I'm going to show you, Kate.
Would you do it all again?
I'm not sure. I wouldn't repeat the same mistakes again. But then the trouble is, be a different partner, so there'd be different mistakes.
What was the biggest of them?
Was Roger getting married in the first place?
After that?
I don't know. Trusting him, I suppose.
There's got to be trust.
I've seen marriages thrive on mutual suspicion. At least that way there's no real betrayal.
Could you enter into a marriage like that?
No. Still, even from a bad marriage, there are things you miss. Got some more coffee?
No thanks.
Such as?
Someone to talk to when things have gone well or badly. Someone to eat with.
Someone to sleep with? Can I phone you?
Yes, do.
Tomorrow? Bye.
You did promise.
What?
That you wouldn't assume anything.
Bye.
Bye.